I was going to say you can stand.
Marvin, we've seen you out there returning punts. How do you like that role?
I'll just go back there more so just enhance ball tracking skills and everything like that. There's a good chance I won't be back there at any point during the season. But, emergency situation, if I need to go back there, I think I can.
Did you ever return punts in high school?
No.
So this is brand new?
Kind of. Like I said, I'm just trying to develop that skill. It's more so just helping tracking the ball, putting balls in the air.
Some people got all excited about it, though, from the standpoint they were worried about you putting yourself in jeopardy. You see returning punts as putting yourself into any more jeopardy than going over the middle.
No, not really. I don't really understand the concept of that thing. Anytime you put a dynamic player back there, you can change the game, especially things like that. So I wouldn't really say it's an injury risk. I think Emeka did it last year. Garrett has done it. Jackson has done it. So we've obviously had dynamic players back there. So I wouldn't think it's an injury risk at all.
It doesn't sound like you're really lobbying to do it during the season.
I mean, if I want to, I think Emeka had it last year. I think Emeka's going to do it again this year. I'm just, like I said, I'm back there just for practice.
We're all curious on where you can get better, Marvin. At least I am. Where can you get better? You seem to be in here every day, all day, every day, catching balls off this Monarch machine. Mm-hmm. Where do you feel like you can get better?
There's always room to get better everywhere, whether that's getting in and out of your breaks faster, ball skills. But I think one thing in particular that I've kind of focused on is just making plays after the catch. They're trying to turn 5-yard catches into 20 or 20-yard catches into 60, things like that. So I think that's one thing I'm conscious about going into next year and practicing for that.
Yeah, so much. I was in the big interview room after the game, and then I haven't talked to you since then. But was that a cheap hit on you? How do you look at that? What happened to you in the late in the third quarter of the bowl game?
I don't really know. I think, obviously he's just trying to make a play on the football. It's the ref's decision to make that call, whether he thinks it's targeting or not. It's kind of up to him. I'm not the one making the call.
There was a flag thrown, though, and it was picked up and stuff. But did you feel at least it was a personal foul that you were hitting this head, neck, and shoulder area?
It's not my decision to make. I'm
Okay.
not the referee out there.
Did it fire you up seeing that bad?
When obviously coaches or medical people you're helping away and like physically, how did you feel during that period?
I think just the adrenaline. You're probably in just the moment you want to go back out there and play. But I think I definitely respect the trainer's decision to keep me out. It's in the best interest to keep me healthy.
Sure.
Yeah, like I said, just pass football as well.
I'm sure you also thought all offseason the stipend in there, the last drive was going to be different.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's always what ifs. I know I can make an impact when I'm out there on the field. I would love to be out there for especially the whole fourth quarter of college football playoff game, but I gotta live with that at this point.
Did you recover all right the days after all that?
Yeah, I did. Just going through concussion protocol, things like that, but I was fine.
I know you reacted on Twitter to the night photo that was out there. What did you think when you saw that?
I just kind of laughed at it. It was kind of funny to me, given the play and the circumstance. I don't know exactly if he signed it or if someone signed it for him or what the logistics of that is, but I thought it was kind of funny.
You had such a big year last year, but Coach Hartline said, anybody with two eyes knows you should have won the Biletnikoff. He says you're still very hungry. What do you still want to get better at?
I think, like I said, there's always room for improvement for everywhere. It's ball skills, getting out of breaks faster, making everything look the same. There's always room for improvement. You can never be perfect at anything. But like I said a couple minutes ago, one thing that I'm conscious about is just making plays after the catch. Trying to extend 10-yard routes or 10-yard catches into 60-yard plays. That's one thing I'm conscious about.
Does it bother you that you didn't win the Biletnikoff and a lot of people think that you should?
I wouldn't. Yeah, definitely does bother me. I think that's one of the things you look back on as your college career. You can point to that. I won the best receiver in country award for that year. I think I definitely deserved it. Jalen had a great year as well at Tennessee, but I think I deserved it.
When you hear best player in college football, I mean, you've always had high expectations in your life, but coming into this season, what goes through your mind when you hear that?
Me, I'm the best. I think you got to go out there and prove it. Obviously, last year's last year, and I had that, the honor going into the next year is, it's one thing, but you got to live up to it during the season. So that's more so I was focused about.
What's it like learning to play with two different quarterbacks?
I mean, as a receiver, you just got to make things work, no matter who's back there. When I came as a freshman, it was kind of a battle of three. I think Jack Miller, Kyle McCord, and CJ. I kind of learned then, and then obviously a new battle this year. So as a receiver, just make their job easier. They can throw it to me, I'm going to come down with it. So that's all it is.
How do you do that, though? I mean, yeah, catching the ball helps, but I mean, you have to be more. Are you more precise on different things that you do, or what do you do to help you?
No matter who's back there, I try to do the same thing every time. Get open, catch the ball, make a play after the catch.
You obviously have that history with Kyle. Is we making too much of that, or is that a real thing when you're out there on the practice field?
I think we definitely have connection. It's going back since we were sophomores in high school. Obviously, the more you throw with someone, the more connection you get. And he kind of knows what I'm doing. I know what he's doing. But I've developed that connection too with Devin over time. He's been here last year a little bit, and then obviously a couple practices here and an all-season throwing with him as well.
What did you like catching passes from Kyle like in high school? What did you like best about it?
I think he can make every throw, no matter where I'm at on the field. I could be, on the opposite side. He could be on the far hash. He can still get the ball there. Whether I'm in the boundary, he can throw the deep ball, intermediate. His timing is very precise, so that's probably the best thing I like about him.
Where's he definitely gotten better over the last couple of years since he's been in college? I mean, you're the guy. You're the best barometer for that.
Yeah.
You watched him as a Pee-wees almost.
Mm-hmm. I think obviously the arm talent is still there. It was always there. Just more so the mental aspect of the game. He spends a lot of time watching film and just trying to anticipate throws. That's probably where he's going.
Are you as eager as anyone to know who the starting quarterback's going to be, or do you? What's your take on this? Just let it play out. I mean, how, from your vantage point?
Yeah, I'm just going to let it play out. Obviously, the coaches are going to make that decision. Like I said, I'm going to do my job, make their job easier.
Yeah. Do you see a big mobility difference between the two of those, or is that being overblown?
What you mean?
As far as how mobile they are as quarterbacks, how much they'll run as quarterbacks. Do you guys see a big difference there?
I mean, I think Devin probably has the athletic edge more so than Kyle. But I think, when Kyle needs to run, I think he can run definitely, as you guys see, like CJ, because a lot of talk about him being mobile. But then when he needed to run, he can run. I think Kyle can do the same thing.
Marvin, there was a lot of talk in the offseason about, what are you going to do? Are you going to transfer elsewhere for NIL money? Just what was it like maybe just kind of hearing all that stuff out there?
I just kind of sit back and watch everything play out because obviously I knew what was actually going on. So just reading a bunch of different things, it's kind of more so just a joke to me.
Do you have to kind of block a lot of that out, the hype that's around you right now?
Yeah, you definitely. I'm always a very humble person, humble guy, humble player. It's just obviously I know there's a lot more work to be done. Obviously, we didn't accomplish any goals we did as a team last year, so obviously whatever I did last year wasn't enough.
How many people? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I think I'm not really getting too big headed or anything like that.
How many people reached out to you to see if there was interest?
I don't know. They wouldn't have reached out to me. They would have reached out to my family members.
Yeah. Did your family members indicate there were people reaching out?
No, we just focused on Ohio State.
I know you did just have a NIL deal announced yesterday of Ronald McDonald House. Just how many NIL opportunities have you seen come your way as a result of your success last season?
I don't know, honestly, because there's email, my Instagram bio, whatever email. I don't have access to the email. I don't really see. Well, I do have access to it. I don't really go in there and see what deals are offered to me. Kind of leave that to my team, and we take care of everything.
So you have like an agent who handles that out for you?
I wouldn't say agent, more so my dad, but we just we have a good group. People take care of that.
How much does that help to have your dad, somebody who's played on the highest level, to kind of help you manage the spotlight around you?
Good. I think one thing he always says, just focus on football, though. He's going to take care of all the NIL stuff. Like you said, first you got to keep the main thing. All the NIL stuff is not even possible. You're not performing on the field, so that's what I really focus on.
Does he kind of help you, though, stay focused on football?
He does, but like I said, me being who I am, I'm always focused on football, regardless. I don't really need someone else to help me with that. That's what he does.
With Mecca and Julian being out, obviously those young guys are getting more opportunity. What's the pressure about those guys?
They come in to work. That's one thing I loved about them. They're always up there with me on the jet machine. I come in here sometimes and they're on there, and I'm not even here, so I love that about them. Yeah.
I guess
Someone who's played.
Nah.
it's when you first get here. I know you've had a crazy work ethic. It's hilarious at this point how much you're here. When you first get to college, you have to learn how to work at that level. Typically,
I think both kind of see the older players and see what they're doing and like, okay, this is what they got, with the work they're putting in. I kind of have to do the same thing, but I always kind of had that going in, coming in here as a freshman. So I think it's something you learn, and also just sometimes you just have it.
so about what point by season did you maybe start? You're saying that out there on the jump sheet, everybody's out here today, but when did you start seeing some of those young guys maybe join you out here, and it wasn't just some of the veterans out here?
Well, Reese Stockstill has always been out there with me. Xavier Johnson, Mecca comes out there sometimes, Jaden. So it's more than just me out there most times. But I think now he's seeing DBs come out there, running backs come out there, kind of seeing that this offseason. So I guess they kind of look at me like, okay, kind of work for him, so let me kind of put in the same work.
Was that your leadership style, more just go do it? Or
Yeah, just lead by example. I try to pull some guys with me here and there. I kind of tell them if I'm coming out here. And I'm always welcoming people. It's not just my machine out there. It's all.
Couple more when Monarch reached out to you for an NIL deal, I mean, did you say about time? I mean, what was your response? Because you gave them a lot of pub. You give them a lot of pub over the last.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really say a situation with Monarch is not an NIL deal. It's a partnership.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I'm an athlete ambassador for them, so it's not an NIL deal. But I think it kind of took its own path.
Yeah. What does that mean, athlete ambassador? What does that mean?
More so just, I kind of want to be the example for that brand, or for that company. Obviously the Seekers helped me a lot in my career this far here at Ohio State. So any way I can promote the company, that's good.
Hey, what is the best thing? That machine can throw any pass at any time, right?
Yep.
I mean, what is that like to have that available to you? I know we talked about it with you last year a lot and stuff, but even it's like I had CJ Stroud. I said that machine's going to replace you one of these days. He laughed.
Yeah.
But what is it like to have that? It's not just throwing your fastballs.
Yeah, I mean, it's just always access to get more catches in when the quarterback maybe trying to rest his arm for the next day or something like that. I still want to get my catches in, so I think that's probably the best use I have for it.
What do you think of Brian Hartline being promoted to offensive coordinator? Obviously, he's a guy you know very well.
Yeah.
He's still working with the wide receivers, of course. What do you think of the promotion to OC?
Oh, yeah, I'm super excited for him. I'm super excited for the team, super excited for the offense, see where we're going to go. I think he has an aggressive kind of mindset going into it, so I'm really excited to see where we go.
You played with Kyle McCord in high school. Just what is it about Kyle that makes him a great leader?
I think he kind of, first off the field, he's someone you can talk to about anything. Talk to you about anything, just answer your questions. He's going to always help you and be there for you. So I think that's one thing he's always had since, in high school. Then obviously going to college, he developed more of a leadership role on the field and just calling people out and, just being a quarterback. So that's one thing I've seen him grow a lot.
And by the way, your buddy Reese, I mean, he had kind of a tough time when he got to get into a game and catch a punt or two. Mm-hmm. What was your word of advice to him, or what was your, encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, we all make mistakes. Not to throw Mecca on the bus here, but I think Mecca had dropped the punt, against Rutgers, whatever team that was, and then Reese kind of went back there, and obviously the situation happened, but we all kind of gathered around him and told him he's a great returner. First of all, he's a great player, a great person. He's out here working with us, just as much as I'm working. So we all make mistakes. Today I dropped the pass. He's kind of helping me out, so we do that for each other. So just teammates being teammates.
Marvin, thank you very much.